Let's chat, shall we? Welcome back to my channel. Welcome to 2022. This is my first official video back after the break, and I'm super glad to be here. As you can see, I'm very fresh faced, and that's because today I just want to sit and chat with you. I want to catch you up on all the things that have happened, all the things that are coming in 2022, and so I thought I would do a little get ready with me so I could live my beauty blogger fantasy as well. I'm actually really excited to do a video like this, so if you do like videos like this, please make sure that you let me know down in the comments. Make sure that you're subscribed, you're liking the video, you're putting the notifications on, all those things, so that you don't miss a video that I do. But with that said, let's jump into this little get ready with me. I'm gonna do basically what I do every single day. I'm not gonna do my hair because I left one of my hair tools in Sydney, which was really annoying, so that's getting sent up to me today. But I can't wait, I've got things to do today. You know, I'm a busy gal, so I'm gonna show you what I do when I can't be bothered doing my bangs and just my everyday makeup. So with that said, let's jump in. I always start off by moisturizing my skin. I don't use anything exciting at all. I use a Dermaveen Daily Nourish moisturizing lotion, triple moisturizing lotion with natural oatmeal, calms, hydrates, and protects dry and sensitive skin. I have dry and sensitive skin. This is the only fucking thing that actually hydrates my skin and actually works and doesn't break me out. As I'm doing that, let's talk a little bit about 2021 and what happened at the end of 2021. My Christmas was actually really good, not gonna lie. The weather was really nice when we thought that it was going to be horrific, so that was surprising and nice. We didn't do anything like too hectic. We just spent the morning with my family and then came back up to the coast to spend it with Dan's family, and then basically between Christmas and New Year I was working a lot. I was launching a offer called the Soul Reclamation Bundle. It was incredible, but full transparency, it was stressful, like extremely stressful, trying to get everything sorted before the end of the year so that I could really take some time off. That launch was between Christmas and New Year, so leading up to Christmas, like it was just so hectic. I know now we will never be doing that again. Like I literally don't think I felt that stressed in my life, like ever. Like I have anxiety, so I know what like not feeling cool, calm, and collected feels like, but holy shit, like I was just purely stressed. I decided that, you know, I wasn't going to see clients for 2 weeks, so just getting everybody in before the break, and then it was a lot. You know, once it got really close to Christmas, I actually ended up canceling my last 2 sessions because I just was so overwhelmed, but I immediately felt better, I will say. Oh, and by the way, once I rub this in, I'll tell you exactly what I'm using right now, but it's just like an SPF cream that I make sure that I put on every single day so my skin doesn't get, you know, damaged from the sun rays. I feel like once all that madness kind of, I guess, just slowed down and I was able to just really enjoy my time off, it was actually really fucking beautiful. I'll see if I can insert some clips here, but Dan and I have so many cute little beaches and spots around where we live, and we went to this place called Lobster Beach. It was so amazing. It was a bit of a hike to get there, but it was literally so nice, and we just basically spent all those days in between Christmas and New Year just like hanging out and swimming in the ocean and just chilling, and we had a really quiet New Year's, which was really lovely. So what I just used just then is called In Good Light Face Tint. It's just a Mecca Cosmetica thing, but it has SPF 30 in it, so we love that. After I do that, I do a little bit of this foundation. This foundation is so lovely. It is Kosas Tinted Face Oil. Not gonna lie, I saw Emma Chamberlain using this, so I bought it and I'm using it. And it is literally so lovely. You do not need a lot, but you do need to shake it, but I do highly recommend it. And I basically just put it on my face like this, a little bit here. I just put it straight on. I don't know if that's the right thing to do. And then we just buff away. And again, I just use like Mecca brushes. I don't do anything exciting at all on that front. They're literally just Mecca brushes. Anyway, New Year's was amazing. Like, and when I say amazing, it was amazingly relaxing. And then after New Year's, that's when I really took my social media break, which was literally, like, when I say social media break, I mean digital break. Like, I turned off all the notifications on my phone. I decided that I wasn't going to be on Instagram. I wasn't going to be on email. Like, I've never really done that since I started my business. Again, it just felt so nice. It was really important to me that I actually took some time fully away from my business. Have I got a rash on my eye? What the fuck is that? It's all right, we're gonna cover that up. And I'm really proud of myself that I actually stuck to it and I actually honored it. I was on TikTok a little bit, I will say, but like TikTok gets really boring for me really quickly. So I didn't feel like super inundated. But the big reason I really wanted to have that time off was because I had my best friend's wedding, which was divine. It was so divine. And when I say best friend, like, we literally have grown up together. We've been best friends since we were like 2 years old. That infinity tattoo, we have matching ones. So like, that's how the bestest of friends we are. And to see her get married to the love of her life was just, it was so nice. And it was down in Canberra, which is where they live. They own like a cafe down there and it's on a massive property where an art gallery is. Like, it was just so divine. The sunset was like incredible. The weather was amazing. I'll see if I can like insert an image here as well. It made me realize exactly what I want to do for my own wedding. Is anyone else like that? Please let me know down in the comments below. Whenever you go to a wedding, you're like, okay, I would do this, I would do this, I wouldn't do this. I would do this, I would definitely not do this. I feel like we just can't help ourselves when we go to other people's weddings, but honestly, like, I don't really have many critiques of that wedding. It was really, really nice. It was really intimate. Obviously, COVID is really popping off at the moment, so I think there was a lot of disappointments with a lot of people not being able to make it, but regardless, it was literally so perfect. They looked perfect. Like I said, the venue was perfect. The food was really great. It was all vegan as well, so I mean, I'm not vegan, but like, that can be dicey. Like, sometimes that food cannot be fab. It's really easy to like have shit vegan food, whereas like this food was really, really lovely and actually delicious and so good. They had this like cauliflower thing that was off the chain. It was like satay cauliflower. I need to message her and ask her like, how do I make that, because I could not resist. Okay, next up I'm gonna do concealer. The Old Faithful Instant Age Rewind Eraser. This is just the best drugstore. Like, I literally get it from Kohl's and it gets the under eyes gone. So this is my like holy grail concealer and I really, really pack it on. Like, we go hard with the concealer in this household. With all that said, I mean, obviously we got back, that was on the weekend just gone. Today is Wednesday. Today's Wednesday and we got back over the weekend and I went back to socials yesterday and I'm not gonna lie guys, I definitely felt resistance, and I'm just buffing this in with the same brush. I definitely felt resistance coming back. I'm not gonna lie, I did not want to get ready, I didn't want to jump on, but once I did, I was just like straight back in my element. And you know, I love posting on social media. It's not like super draining for me. I love doing it. So for me, it was actually really nice to return, but I'm not gonna lie, I did feel some resistance because I feel like as soon as you go offline for a little bit, you remember like how easy and like chill life is when you're not like always on your phone, and it's so refreshing. But at the end of the day, this is my job. I like it, I do. I really do like it. But now that I'm back in the swing of things, I can already feel just how creative and like the juices are flowing, and I am just like so excited for all the things that we are doing this year within the business, all the things that we are creating and bringing forth to you guys, which is, I was thinking like, oh, I'm gonna keep it a secret, but you know what? If you're here on the YouTube with me, you're a real one, and so I'm just gonna tell you literally everything that I'm bringing out this year, so buckle up. Okay, so next up we have bronzer. I just use the Hourglass Radiant Bronze Light. Love. It's glittery, I will say. Like, you can literally see the glitter in it. So if that's not your vibe, I would not get this, but I highly enjoy it. A bit of glitter doesn't go astray. So this year, obviously we ended last year with the Soul Reclamation Bundle, which was really that full year experience for anybody who really just wanted to like know that their inner work was going to be taken care of. of, and I'm super excited to lead that container. But that is just the beginning. So in that bundle, obviously we had 3 courses. So Mystic Mentorship, which is coming out in February, which we will be opening enrollment for that during the first week of February, so watch out for that. We also had the Soulful Self-Mastery Manual, which was included in that bundle. So we had like the Soulful Self-Mastery bundle is like basically a online portal with a full integrated video content platform basically that is going to guide you through the Soulful Self-Mastery method, which is the method that I use to coach all of my clients on their inner work, all of them when they're moving through like self-love stuff or not knowing who they are. Like that is a really big process that I have distilled down to a really practical method. And so the manual is going to be this online vault, this online space where you can go and get your dose of inner work content and feel supported and feel seen. So I'm really excited about that, and that's going to be coming out in April. Yeah, April. That's going to be coming out in April. And then lastly, we also had Purpose to Paycheck, which I did last year. Again, I'm so excited to re-teach that, and that's going to be opening for enrollment in June, and that's going to be live. The other 2 courses are self-study, which I haven't really done a lot of before. I usually teach live, but I wanted to start offering a space for you babes to start stepping into your power. And I feel like self-study, self-paced is really there to give you that freedom. And as much as I love teaching live, I want to also speak to your most expanded self, which is a really, really big mission that I'm kind of like calling forth to myself this year as I step into my leadership. Is I don't want to talk to like the small version of you. I want to talk to the most expanded version of you. And to me, if you're someone who can stick to or wants the freedom of a self-study course, that is a very expanded version of somebody. Like to know and trust yourself that you will do the work. That's what I'm going to be calling you forth to. So that's why I've decided to do some more self-study things. But in saying that, P2P, Purpose to Paycheck, will be live just as we did last year. It was literally one of the most powerful courses I've ever taught, and I'm so excited. If you're someone who wants to move into being in your purpose full time and have that be in alignment with your career, then Purpose for Paycheck is for you. And so I'm just so excited. So those will all be opening up throughout the year for enrollment, but you guys already knew about that. I'm sure you want to hear about all the things that I haven't talked about yet, right? Okay, well, I'm going to tell you. But first, blush, Clinique. To be honest, I don't love this. It's come out of its pot. Like you can see, like it's not in its pot anymore, like it moves around. It's very pigmented, but it does the job. So I'm looking for a new blush, but we just do this a little bit here and we do it a little bit here. So other than that, the other thing that we have that's coming out that's really exciting is we are launching a astrology membership this year. Yes, that's right, an astrology membership. It's not going to be like your average, like here are your transit readings, and like it's not going to be like a glorified app. That's not what we're doing. We are creating a community for modern mystics to really find connection with other people who are into this stuff. I feel like whenever I meet people in the world that are also into astrology and modern mysticism, there's like an instant kinship that you get. And so I wanted to, create a space online where people can really start to connect with other like-minded women who are into this mystical stuff. So that's the first piece, but we're gonna do like live, like meetups once a month, and I'm gonna really be showing you guys through the content of the membership how to actually use astrology in your life, how to actually understand and know your chart, and how to start working with it, with what's going on in the sky and how that's impacting your individual life. Like that's really my mission with this membership, is so that you can actually start using astrology practically and pragmatically, not just like as great information to like blow smoke up your own ass. Like that's literally what people use astrology for most of the time, and we are not here for it. So I'm really excited about that. Super pumped. Let me know down in the comments if you're into an astrology membership and if this sounds exciting to you. I kind of just want to get a bit of a vibe check, you know what I mean? Okay, next up we have highlighter, just a classic NARS moment. I use Fort de France, I think that's the color, and we're just gonna go in with this, you know, on the high points. And then the other really exciting thing, I mean, we have so much, but the other really exciting thing is, can I even tell you guys? I'm gonna tell you. If all goes well, I don't wanna jinx it, whatever, I'm just gonna tell you. If all goes well, we're gonna be doing a retreat. That's right. That's right, a retreat. I don't wanna say too much because COVID, panini vibes, like I just don't want to jinx it. We don't know exactly. We have really big plans for it. I'm going to be doing it with somebody else. If you've been following me on Instagram, you might be able to put 2 and 2 together of who that person is. But without saying too much, a retreat. A retreat for women to step into their power. That's going to be happening, fingers crossed, in like September, but we'll have to see. But yeah, I can't really say too much about it now, but just know like it's coming, hell or high water, we're holding a retreat. So if you're again keen for that, just like sound off in the comments please, so I know that you're excited about it as well. Okay, next up I'm going to do some powder. We're almost done. And I just use this, it's actually a highlighting brush. This powder is so fucking good. I actually think it's like a dupe for the Laura Mercier one. Not that I've really used that, but I've heard that this kind of is. It's, you can't even literally see it on the top anymore, but it's the Rimmel London Match Perfection like loose powder, and it's just in like a translucent, and I just like set everything, you know what I mean, so that like when I get sweaty it's not like too intense, especially under the eyes. And I feel like, especially because I always have like light on me from like the ring lights, this is a very important step. Let's do some eyebrows, shall we? Other than those two major things, I mean, there's so much more that I also want to do like personally as well during this year. I mean, my whole business has basically just been through the pandemic. So I haven't really been able to like cash in on this idea of really working for myself and like the freedom lifestyle that working online really allows. And my hope and greatest prayer this year is that I can travel. I really, really want to spend like 1 month abroad working somewhere else. I would love for that to be Bali. I love Bali. I just think they have a really great entrepreneurial like community there. It's like so affordable to live there as well. Basically, I'd be able to get like a 3-bedroom villa for like what I pay in rent per month here in Australia. So yeah, it's something that I feel like is like easy and doable. Obviously I can't just like fuck off for months at a time. Like I have a partner and a dog and rent and all those things that I love and do not want to give up, but I do want to cash in on just the idea of like being able to live like a little bit more of a freedom lifestyle and really just like reap what I've sown in creating like a thriving online business. And living abroad for a month is like a really big desire and like vision that I have for myself. My big theme for this year, which is something I kind of talked about in the last vlog, I talked about it on Instagram this week, is my word for the year. And I actually really struggled finding my word for the year. Oh, by the way, this is Hourglass Dark Brunette eyebrow pencil, Holy Grail, won't use anything else. And then now I'm going to take this Mecca Max Zoom liner in chocolate just to do a little bit of a waterline moment and smoke it out a bit. And if you're weird about eyes, don't watch this next part, just listen. Yeah, so I was thinking about what my word for the year is, and like it just wasn't coming through last year. Like it just really, I couldn't quite grasp and understand like what I wanted. I understood the energy, but I couldn't put it into a word. It was just really hard. And then during my time off recently, it just came through so strongly that it is all about reinvention this year. Reinvention. I am reinventing myself, and the reason I chose that is because last year, it was probably around November, just as we were coming out of the lockdown that we had for like 4 fucking months here in New South Wales. I had my blonde panels that I used to have. If you've been with me for a while, you would have remembered those, and I was ready to get rid of them because the reason that I actually got them in the first place is because my old job was corporate, and that was my way of like really expressing myself. It was kind of like a fuck you. Yeah, I guess this sort of moment where I could be like, okay, like I can live my own life now and be whoever I want to be. And whilst that was really amazing, what I found is that I was still running away from my old life, from feeling restricted and feeling, I guess, like I couldn't be myself in my life. Like I just honestly felt misunderstood, and like I had to wear multiple hats, and I was never being my authentic self because I couldn't be. I had to like be this like normie version of myself at my corporate job, and it just like wasn't it. And so when I left, I like dyed my hair and all this sort of stuff. And so when I got rid of those panels, it was this moment where I was like, I am figuring out what I'm wanting to run towards now. Where am I going? Who do I want to be? Now that I've got this beautiful baseline of understanding who I am on a soul level, I really feel like I've done a lot of work around that. And yes, of course, you know, there's so much work to do and always to do, but it's like, now that I have that baseline, who do I want to create on top of that? Now that I'm standing on top of that power, where does that rise me up to? And I started to think about like, okay, I think it's time to reinvent myself. And through that is some more self-discovery, of course. But I am so excited to have this be like a personal goal that I'm going to be bringing you guys along for the ride on. Like, especially in the vlogs. Like, the vlogs are going to be a place where when I'm trying new things or I am putting myself out there and stepping outside my comfort zone, these are going to be things that I'm going to be sharing with you, whether it be trips away, where, you know, if I do travel abroad and get to live abroad for a year, if fingers crossed I can actually get out of the country, that is all going to be in pursuit of reinventing myself. And through that reinvention is more discovery, but it's also creation. And through those two things together, I'm just so excited for who I'm going to be at the end of 2022. So if that sounds like a vibe for you and you want to join me on this reinvention journey, please come along. Please share and let me know you're in as well down in the comments. I'm going to be in the comments, I think, a lot for this video. I'm just so excited to have 2022 be the season that I really exploded, not expanded, exploded into a more true and authentic version of myself that I chose, not just who I am. I think sometimes we lose sight of who we are at a core level, and I love bringing people back to that. But I really feel like my next mission, my next mountain that I get to climb is deeply connected to creation. Yeah, and so I'm just excited to be a catalyst, and I just want to inspire you guys to get outside your comfort zone as well and really fucking live after the last like 2 years of our lives where we've been stripped of that, and you know, for all good reason, but like stripped nonetheless. Like, I do feel like everything happens for a reason, of course, but I'm just ready to live in any which way that I can. And by the way, this is Climax NARS mascara. It's just a little travel size, so small travel size I feel like is always actually better in mascara because you can get like some more definition in your eyes. You know what I mean? Okay, I think I'm done. I don't wear lipstick because we're in a rush. Let's just slick this baby back. Get a nice part. And this is a little trick for anyone who does have bangs. Do this whilst your hair is wet and it will stay. Unless your bangs are like really short, but if yours are like mine and they're more curtain bangs, this actually works. But I literally just slick all the way back whilst it's wet down into a cute little bun. Boom. I love it. And oh, finishing touch, my new blue blockers, which I feel very like Carrie Bradshaw in them. She wore a frame like this in Just Like That like a couple episodes ago, and I obviously had to buy a pair too. With that said, let me know if you enjoyed this video. I'm going to take these off because the reflection's crazy. But if you did enjoy this video and you like stuff like this, I can definitely do more of them. I kind of like just chatting to you guys, but again, let me know. Love you so much. Thank you so much for being here. Let's rock, let's ride in 2022. I love you, and I'll see you in the next video. Mwah.